asserted no wrongdoing by Obama administration appointees. Quote, debunking a series of persistent allegations hinting at dark conspiracies, the investigation, again, by the Republican-controlled House Intelligence Committee, determined that there was no intelligence failure, no delay in sending a CIA rescue team, no missed opportunity for a military rescue, and no evidence the CIA was covertly shipping arms from Libya to Syria.
That, of course, a reading of the House Intelligence Committee recent report on Benghazi, which really produced some fairly startling conclusions. Here to talk about those conclusions and to give us his take on the report, Joshua Katz, managing partner at the Enright Group and a former CIA agent, which means he will never answer the questions I really want to get answers to. Josh, you with us?
I am, Rick. It's nice to be with you. How are you,
Josh?
I'm doing well.
I'm good. So listen. What was your take on this report? You know, earlier we had Mark Geist, who, as you know, was one of the 4 or 5 CIA security agents who were there in Benghazi, joined by his guest and his partner to talk about this. They took some real exception to what was said in the report. What about you?
Well, I think that there's a couple of things here, and I think the report obviously fell short. It fell short strategically, I think. It really focused on the tactical situation in Benghazi that night, which I really wish it would have steered away from, and would have given us a broader picture of really what happened at the information flow from CIA to the White House, to Department of Defense, State Department, and really brought that piece together. And hopefully we'll see something out of the Benghazi Commission, although at this point I'm a little skeptical there too.
Well, why do you think that is? You know, there seems to be an undercurrent here that really comes to light with this report. People like yourself, who are people very much in the know, are questioning this report, are saying there were things in this operationally that were simply not accurate. Mark Geist was very upset that the report suggests that the stand down orders to Mark and his crew never happened, when he, as you know, is adamant that they did indeed happen. And today on this program, he named the person who gave those orders, somebody who apparently testified that he never had. What is going on? Who is trying to protect who?
Well, I think that's a great question, and I think we are unfortunately involved in a semantic issue. We're talking about the guys that you had on, the guys that were on the ground, right? They're the ones that participated in this. We're now having this term called stand down order. What exactly does that mean? Because I would guess strongly that those guys that were on the ground view that term a lot differently than politicians do in Washington, than do the media. And so if those guys are saying that they were given orders in an operational sense, I think we really need to talk about the definition. But unfortunately, here in the news cycle, we're involved in a semantic issue. And we really need to place a lot of confidence in these gentlemen that have risked their lives, because ultimately 4 great Americans gave their lives that night, and to be involved in a semantic discussion, I think at this point is unfortunate.
So I want to set you up in terms of being qualified to answer the next question I'm going to ask you. You served as a consultant to the chairman of what House committee?
The House Homeland Security Committee.
Okay, so you know, this is an area you obviously know. I'm going to take this on myself. I have alleged in an article I've written that what might really be going on here is that key members of the House and the Senate, the leadership, certain committee chairmen, they knew about Benghazi and approved what was going on at Benghazi long before September the 11th, 2012, when this attack took place, and that they are in fact trying to protect themselves from having this come out. Is that something you'd be willing to comment on?
Well, I think, Rick, that's a very interesting opinion, and I think that the Senate report that came out a while ago is vastly different than the House report. Now, what the Intel community was doing in Benghazi, I think this current House report touches on that, but I really think it waters down the report. We know that the intelligence community does things that the American public should not know about. And so what I would say is, again, let's go back to the Oversight Committee's responsibility and look at the strategic nature. Look at how information flowed. Because we know that, the intelligence.
Hey, Josh,
here,
I'm kind of running out of time here.
Sure.
So, but let me wind up by saying this to you. You are a heck of a great former CIA agent, because you sounded really good there and you didn't answer my question.
Thank you.
You guys learn how to do that. Josh, thanks so much for coming on. We'll do it again, okay?
Terrific. Thank you very much for having me.
You got it. Josh Katz, managing partner of the Enright Group and former CIA agent. We will be back with political commentator Michael Malice after the break. But first, actor John Wayne's legendary career spans over 3 decades. But did you know he only won 1 Oscar, which is one more than I'll ever have? Let's take a look back.
It was a night filled with stars as Hollywood came out in strength to honor its own at the 42nd Academy Awards. Nominated for Best Actor that year were Dustin Hoffman, Jon Voight, Richard Burton, Peter O'Toole, and John Wayne. Born Marion Morrison in Winterset, Iowa, even at birth, the future movie icon was breaking records, weighing in at 13 pounds. After graduating from USC on a football scholarship, this young man became an aspiring actor, changed his name to John Wayne, and the rest became box office history. A veteran of some 150 films, Wayne received his first Best Actor Award nomination in 1939 for his role in The Sands of Iwo Jima. It would take more than 3 decades later, until April 7, 1970, before the Academy honored him once again. But this time, he won the Best Actor Award for his role as a one-eyed sheriff in True Grit.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I think this is a great country.
Actress Maureen O'Hara, when asked to describe her friend, summed up the man best with 3 words: John Wayne, American. You're watching An American Moment on Newsmax TV.